So this is the distance the ball dwells on your tennis strings. Actually, not very long. You can hit a tennis ball in various ways. You can hit it totally flat, then your racket must hit the ball centrically in its center of mass. You can also hit it with topspin. In this case, your racket must hit the ball eccentrically from 6 o'clock to 12 o'clock. Or you can hit it with backspin. In this case, your racket must hit the ball eccentrically from 12 o'clock to 6 o'clock. The steeper the swing path of your racket, the more topspin, respectively backspin, the ball will contain. But you can also hit a tennis ball with sidespin. If you want to hit a tennis ball with sidespin, your racket must hit the ball eccentrically from right to left or from left to right. Okay, here we hit a tennis ball with sidespin from right to left. The airstream works against the ball velocity on the right and on the left side of the ball. On the left side of the ball, the air velocity works into the same direction like the spin, while it works in the opposite direction on the right side of the ball. This results in a state of high air pressure on the right side of the ball, and a state of low air pressure on its left side. This difference in pressure leads to a force putting the ball to its left, the Magnus force. Consequently, the ball is deviated to the left from its straight ball trajectory.
Oh! Look at the banana he gives this one. Work on it to bring it back in. Look at this laser shot we have. Let's see how much. Oh.
That is astonishing shot from.
No!
Again.
La bola ha sido muy dudosa. Qué dejada. Sergio la ejecuta a la perfección. Una dejada.
Combining sidespin and topspin, due to the laterally curved ball trajectory, you can spin the ball away from the opponent or into the opponent's body to put him out of balance or to destroy his rhythm. Or you can curve the ball around the opponent, for example on passing shots or on shots from next to the court. And you can spin the ball out of the court to pull the opponent farther next to the court. Combining sidespin and backspin, you can also spin the ball away from the opponent or into the opponent's body to put him out of balance or to destroy his rhythm. You can also twist the ball out of the court to force the opponent next to the court, for example with a drop shot. Or you can simply make the opponent deal with a new and unpredictable bounce of the ball. When you want to hit a slice serve, you must hit the ball eccentrically from about 8:30 to about 2:30, like shown here. To wrap the ball with a racket on slice serve is a tennis myth. Like already mentioned above, the dwell time of the tennis ball on the strings is merely 1.5 milliseconds. The reaction time of humans to a kinesthetic stimulus is about 150 milliseconds. Hence we actually feel the ball on our strings when it has already left them 148 milliseconds ago. How should we then be able to actively wrap the ball with our rackets in such a short period of time? The very popular analogy of the peeling of an orange is consequently not very helpful for the development of a slice serve. Actually, you should rather try to hit through the ball on a slice serve the same way you do it on a flat serve. Just with your racket face angled to the baseline at an angle of approximately 30 degrees.
Serve and how difficult it is to live with. This is the change up on break point. I mean, look at that thing kick off the court. It's almost bounced over Djokovic's head, and Djokovic is not a small dude. He said to get off his feet to put that one back in play, and makes contact with that one. 2.16 meters above the ground. I mean, that's a backhand smash for me. It's ridiculous. Look at that. Comes in and then just reacts off the court. Wonderful work from the cameraman and the boys in Hawkeye to give us.
For a kick serve, you must hit the ball eccentrically from 7 o'clock to about 1 o'clock, like shown here. To try to actively wrap the ball on a kick serve is another tennis myth. With a dwell time of the ball on the strings for merely 1.5 milliseconds, this is simply impossible. Hence it doesn't make much sense to try to wrap around the ball. It does make much more sense to try to hit the ball eccentrically from 7 o'clock to 1 o'clock with an up and away movement. Particularly on a kick serve, it is very important to pronate the forearm and the wrist in an up and away movement. In the follow-through, the hitting arm should be completely at the right side of the body. The racket face should point backwards and the butt cap of the racket should point up. Here you see the racket alignment to the baseline for a flat serve, a slice serve and a kick serve. And here the same seen from above. Let's make some remarks about the flat serve. Actually, the flat serve is a misnomer. Since the racket hits up to the point of contact on any serve, every serve, no matter if kick serve, slice serve or flat serve, contains some amount of topspin. Pete Sampras, probably the best server of all times, displayed spin rates of about 2,700 revolutions per minute. The higher the ball is tossed above the point of contact, the more topspin the serve will contain. Here you see the swing path of the racket for a flat serve and a kick serve. And here a kick serve and a slice serve. Now let's take a look at the tactical applications for a slice serve. Due to the laterally bent ball trajectory, the opponent can be pulled wide next to the court in the deuce court to have a wide open court for the second shot. The slice serve can be curved into the opponent's body to put him out of balance. This can be a winning strategy against clumsier players or players which return very aggressively. The lefty can pull the righty very far next to the court in the ad court and vice versa. When serving to the tee in the deuce court, the lefty can curve the ball away from the right-handed receiver at his backhand side and vice versa. The slower flight of the ball provides the server with more time to approach the net when serving and volleying, particularly in doubles. Due to his high and arc topspin trajectory, the kick serve provides the server with very good margins over the net and to the lines. Hence it's perfectly suited for a consistent second serve. Due to the laterally bent ball trajectory, the opponent can be pulled out wide at the backhand side. The kick serve can be curved into the opponent's body to put him out of balance. This is a very good strategy, particularly against clumsier players or opponents which return very aggressively. The righty can pull the righty or the lefty very wide next to the court at the backhand side. Due to the very high rebound off the court, the opponent can be forced to play a very high return at his backhand side. This is very hard to defend, particularly for one-handers. The slower flight of the ball provides the server with more time to approach the net when serving and volleying, particularly in doubles.